Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Scavengers set up a dune camp. Stay on guard.
You're approaching the refuge of Dirk Barrett. We are not hostile. Repeat, not hostile. Please do not shoot.
Don't trust everything you hear out here, kid.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I'm Dirk Barrett. I speak for everyone you see here. Glad you're hearing me out instead of shooting me in the face.
It never really hurts to listen.
I agree. Most of the people who live here don't, as I'm sure you've noticed. They kill anything that moves, including each other. Long-term prospects for survival? Zero. Me? I haven't lost my mind. I don't want to die. Neither do these people. That's why I need your help.
Well, I am the Pathfinder, and I'm pretty sure my job description includes help people survive in Helios. So, shoot. What do you need?
First, we need to move. This shelter is small and can't be fortified. Another gang has taken over a base about 20 clicks from here. Beautiful setup they don't know how to use. Idiots taking apart the walls for scrap. If you can help us clear them out, I think we'll be good.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Pathfinder. Anything else you need to know, just ask.
You and your crew aren't as violent as the other scavengers here.
From the start, Eladin was about how much firepower you had. Got firepower, you can take what you want. Resulted in lots of people using their guns to get bigger guns. Eventually, I had to step back and think about what I really wanted out here, and how to get there. Turns out I wasn't the only one.
Why did you come to Eladin?
Seemed like a good idea at the time? Yeah, I know. Not the smartest move. Kadara bothered some people. Sloane muscling her way into Angara territory. I guess some of us wanted to start with a clean slate. Too bad I got shit on so fast.
If you manage to get a fortified base, what then?
Trade, hopefully. We know the Krogan are out here. Once we're set up, we'll try to make contact. Maybe if we're really successful, the other exiles will come around and join us. I just know that anarchy is unlikely to get us very far. We need people working towards the same goal.
I like your optimism. That's the stuff we need to really make it work out here.
Yeah, well, I'm a romantic at heart. What can I say? I'm not stupid. I know it's not going to be painless. But, as they say, if you're going to die, better die trying.
Nothing else right now. I'll head out.
All right, won't keep you. Thanks, Pathfinder. Anything else you need to know, just ask.
Nothing else right now. I'll head out.
All right, won't keep you.
I don't think we'll last much longer in this.
This is the place Barrett wants to move to.
Well located, good view of surrounding area. I understand the appeal.
all of them? That was way too easy.
That's a shuttle! More! Incoming! Outlaws! Get ready!
So many. Would have been hard for Barrett to take this place under-equipped.
Watch the grenade!
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
Hey, Pathfinder, you still alive?
The base is clear, like you wanted.
Excellent. We'll start preparations for the move immediately. Come by when you can. We might have some stuff hoarded around here that you could use. Barrett, out.
Security's pretty sophisticated. I wonder what they're trying to protect back here.
Heat levels increasing. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
That's a lot of equipment. They've been stocking up.
Heavy munitions stockpile. This could take down something big. Outpost or a colony. Think Barrett knew this was here.
I don't think he had an ulterior motive. I mean, of course these scavengers are gonna stockpile gear.
I don't like it. He might have plans to attack the colony.
Barrett's not getting this. We'll take it for the colonization effort. It's safer in our hands. Sam, get word to the Tempest. Move this gear before Barrett finds out.
Understood, Pathfinder.
We need to get out of this heat zone.
Heat levels increasing. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sinkhole! Outlaw camp.
guys no problem, huh? Weird. I feel kind of sorry for them. We all signed up for Helios for pretty much the same reasons, but some of us broke worse than others.
Don't let that make you lose hope.
Wouldn't be doing this if I'd lost hope now, would I? Before my guys head over there, anything I should be wary of? Traps? Anything?
No, it's all clear.
Thanks again, Pathfinder. We owe you one. We're just getting ready to leave. Maybe a day or two more.
Nothing else right now. I'll head out.
All right. Won't keep you.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Outlaw camp, let's introduce ourselves.
Pathfinder, someone is attempting to access your comm unit. Should I patch it through?
Go ahead.
Hello, you're a Pathfinder, right? I recognize your receiver ID. I need help. I'm in the sinkhole. It's the one with... I'm sure you'll figure it out.
stuck down here forever, aren't we?
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elodin's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
I take it your shuttle broke down?
Well, yes and no. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers, get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elodin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elodin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out there.
Life support at 100%. I detect multiple life forms, Pathfinder. All are armed.
Hostiles ahead!
This camp looks empty.
It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
Residue indicates this crate once held weapons, but it's now empty.
No weapons on the dead scavengers either.
Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door. Analysis of alcohol content reveals it was brewed here on Eladon.
Made here? Out of what?
It's probably safer if you don't know, Pathfinder.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You can start with an explanation. What happened here?
It was that bastard Axius.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Eladon. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You going to be okay by yourself?
This happens all the time. I'll find a new gang. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker. I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Tough one. I like it. Never cross Axius. Tough one. I like it. A tough one. I like it.
My pleasure.
Launch the grenade!
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Life support is back online.
Now for the thruster.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder. Yes?
Good luck out there.
Heat levels increasing.
Outlaw construct. They'll fight for it.
So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Amazing or crazy? Mentally crooked seem to be a bit of both.
That was fun.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
New Tachanka coming up.
Heat levels increasing. The ambient temperature is normal. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Move along. No outsiders. She's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too?
Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help.
Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac,
Didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Pathfinder must think she's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long she'd last in a real fight.
They're testing you, seeing if you'll take the bait.
Went out hunting worm the other day. Almost got me.
We're lucky it's not after our skins. It's worse than a thresher maw.
Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm.
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
Do I have to worry about it attacking?
As far as we can tell, it doesn't care about us, one way or the other. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Kear's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Kear? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Kear like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Kear was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
Dr. O'Kear's important work can't be lost. I can't believe the terminal has gone missing. Dr. O'Kear's important work can't be lost.
have known Morta would take over.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma naming it New Tachanka. Mortis says we don't answer to anyone. Feel like we can finally relax. Take in the sun. Nice weather, isn't it? Too hot. Makes my plate itch. Don't be such a downer. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back? Even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk.
Pathfinder, welcome.
You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child.
Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
About time someone around here is friendly.
Just give him time. Prove you're one of the good ones. Now buy something before he starts yelling again. How much you want for that?
get in my way. Ataraxia is no place for a rookie.
Shiny, brand new, top-of-the-line salvage right here.
Didn't do long since I had to use a rifle.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
Salvager of the Paradise might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
saw the worm bust straight through an old ship. Not a scratch on it.
Some think it's invincible. Doubt it. Not to a Krogan. If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral. If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises. She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma naming it New Tachanka.
Out in the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
Just scavs being scavs. We ought to... check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
You hear Gorak and his team tried to fight the worm? Epic battle. Got in a few good shots before it killed a lot of them. Dumb bastards.
Always had more quads than brains.
If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
It was his choice.
No, his life isn't the only one affected. approach, Morda.
You Ravener Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the Initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
A pleasure catching up with the new Krogan hierarchy. See you soon.
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah? Maybe.
She's plainly said the Nexus will pay.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
That's where your gas came from.
Don't tell anyone I knew I needed this.
At least the scavengers haven't attacked us yet. Come on. We have to try, at least.
You're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Don't talk like that. Hey, Nexus, back me up. The Initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong, not more offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try?
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
This is a new life for the Krogan. Anything can happen.
Pathfinder's right. We're starting over.
We've actually got a shot at having a kid now.
Let's continue this discussion later.
Thanks for trying, Nexus. I'll get through to her.
Morda's planning an expedition to that derelict out in the wastes. You signing up?
If there's a need for fighters, out of time that remnant stuff. How do you know?
approach Morga.
Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters.
You know, knocked it out, shackled it. Gotta say, trying to find behind you reminds me of fun. Got what it is. Nexus, how about you? Eladon ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect, throw that in the mix?
Now we're talking. Might kill us, but that sounds fun.
You're okay, Nexus.
Nexus, how about you? Eladon ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Want to do something fun with those credits? Hey, want to bet on Team Rincall? Come on, what do you say?
Sounds good. I'll bet on ring call.
This time things will be different. Hang on. This
between those things that lasted a week. A week.
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
Shut up.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble.
Have you had much trouble with the scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
Should track down a fiend later. It's been ages since I had a good fight.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
A divided colony will never survive out here.
Which is why we need to act fast. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No. But I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
We'll catch up.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Stories, let me tell you.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic?
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
There's a lot of prefab materials here, and shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left, not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here, where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Warren and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Still not selling you Rincol. Nice try, though.
What was it like, traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol, like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself, strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What do you have against selling Brinkall to humans?
Spend too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Got the orders from Morda. We're cutting water rations again.
I don't like this. They won't take much more.
For now, we do what she says.
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
Jirak, you old wreck. Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Crot. I have stories, let me tell you. How's the ring come?
That's all I need.
We're not alone.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Gunnar. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in and get out.
This is the active terminal. Initiating download.
Reinforcements!
Hostile shuttle incoming. Download complete. We may leave now.
Easy for you to say. Can you tell what's in all that data?
Just
Better have been worth almost getting killed. Yeah, still hot.
Outlaw spotted.
Heat levels increasing.
Outlaws in view.
Environment check.
Yeah,
Temperatures are within
still hot.
acceptable parameters.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worms so far. I'm impressed.
What happened to the other salvage runner? Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lieta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Lieta was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
Welcome back.
Saw the worm out there again. That thing is...
Dr. O'Keer's important work can't be lost. Thank you for bringing me the data. Now I can continue the work of Dr. O'Keer. The Krogan will be great again.
Okay, let me know how that goes.
Dr. O'Keer's important work can't be lost.
Drac?
Pathfinder, you're back.
I set the lure. We should be in business.
Good. I already filled Varka in.
I don't like it, but I won't back down from a challenge.
Gren's another story. He refuses to fight with Varka.
A Krogan wouldn't run away from a fight. There has to be more to this.
He's a coward. Knows I'm the better warrior. Doesn't want to look bad.
You want to try reasoning with him? I don't think he'll listen to an outsider, but it's worth a shot.
Got the orders from Morda. Got the orders from Morda.
It's Gren, isn't it? I'm the Pathfinder. There's a rite of union waiting for you.
I told Kordic, and now I'm telling you. I won't do it.
Varka already agreed to the rite.
Don't care. I'm not fighting with that arrogant sack of rocks.
Help me out here, Drac?
Kid, you have two choices. Charge into that arena, or listen to Varka call you a quatless coward for the rest of your life.
So you're ganging up on me too? Any chance you'll just give up and leave me alone?
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important.
Yeah. Fine. If it gets everyone off my back, I'll perform the rite. But I don't trust Varka to fight fair. The second that fiend is dead, she'll gun for me. I need a third party to keep her in check. Someone neutral, like a Pathfinder.
Me?
That's right. I don't fight unless you do.
What about my squad?
No squad. Just you, me, and Varka.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
I'll meet you at the arena.
Pathfinder, turns out that thing before was female. Brought true males with her.
You gotta be kidding.
Now this is a fight. 3 fiends. They'll be talking about this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well...
You're both strong, but together you're unstoppable.
Yeah, I get it.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working on those pointers you gave me.
It shows.
Think we have to go back to Ania?
No. The deal was for 500 gallons, no more. With our physiology, it should last us for at least the next decade.
Flowing. That's all I need.
Looks like they're finally getting along.
He pulled it off.
No, you pulled it off. This was a tough situation. Would have turned out a lot different if you weren't here.
I'm here to help, even if it means taking on 3 fiends at once.
Glad you have our backs.
How are things in the colony? Any trouble?
None. That's the problem.
How is that a problem?
Krogan needs something to fight. Give us an enemy, and we're happy. If life gets too easy, we'll find an enemy. Usually, each other.
What does a shaman do exactly?
I counsel, oversee the rites, record history.
So you're like a religious leader?
More like a teacher. It's easy to ignore tradition here. I make sure that doesn't happen.
Living on Eladin can't be easy. You're doing pretty well.
Survival is one thing. Now we need to thrive. Back home, we were scattered across the galaxy. We're still learning how to build a society, grow roots.
That kind of thing takes time.
And a change of attitude. We'll get there.
I should get going.
Right.
Have permission to approach Mortar. Don't have permission to approach Mortar.
Haven't had a drop of water in 3 days. And I can go now.
Drac, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Hark.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Elodin's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Form took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a low fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
We'll be back soon.
I'll be here.
Pretty wild out there.
Lost it all.
Hello?
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Hey, you two. Need something?
I was told you can help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Hey, I'm a good friend to have. You help me, and I'll help you.
Go on.
Everyone is scrambling to get on the charlatan's good side. I can get you there.
Sold. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
Don't think I don't see you eyeing my gear.
Themselves, people.
Let's go now. Hey, Ryder.
Jal, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Eladin?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
Hey, Ryder.
Ryder. Now orbiting Kadara.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes, with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Ryder.
course.
Got a couple of scavengers sniffing around the perimeter. Took them out.
Ever think you'd see anything so beautiful?
Sometimes I forget to stop and enjoy the view.
We could never see the horizon on Tuchanka. Too hazy.
I managed to track down Lieta for you.
You did? How is she?
Lieta was attacked by scavengers the last time she was here.
Is she okay?
She'll be fine, but needs time to get back on her feet. She'll visit you once she feels ready.
I always told her to trust the good in others. Look what happened.
You're proof there are good people out there.
I just hope Lieta feels the same. Thank you, Pathfinder. You're back.
I should get going.